This is a time in the worship service, especially for children. So today I brought with me a flashlight, which initially might not seem to make sense with the Bible story today. If you remember, in our Bible story, there's two sons, there's a vineyard, and there's a bunch of other people also working in the vineyard. And the father says to the sons, I want you guys to go out there and work. And one of them says, I'll go, and he ends up not going. And the other one says, I'm not going to go, but he does end up going. And Jesus, at the end of the parable, he's sort of making the point that, everybody needed to go. So I brought a flashlight to help us understand the story a little bit better. So here's my flashlight. Hopefully you can see it all right. And so I'm going to turn it on. And a flashlight should do what? Right? A flashlight should give us light so that we can see. My flashlight is not working. So let's check it out. Earlier, I had to do this. I had to check out my microphone wasn't working. And you know what? I hadn't put my batteries in the right way. Oh, this flashlight doesn't have any batteries. Well, maybe that's why it's not working, right? It's not working correctly because there's no batteries. There's nothing there to do the work. So what if I put one battery in? I have a battery here, and I wrote on it. It's probably a little hard for you to see, but I wrote on it, it says you. If I put this one battery in here and put it in the flashlight, would it work? Could you do all the work of making the flashlight work? No, right? So this needs 3 batteries. One battery, no matter how hard that battery tries, it can't make the flashlight work. So I have another battery here. This one's labeled me. I'm going to put this one in too. What if you and me, 2 batteries, can we make the flashlight work? We can't. Even if you and me, if we work our very, very hardest and our very best, and we work all the time, we still can't make the flashlight work. I have one last flashlight, and on it I wrote neighbor. Neighbor, according to Jesus, is pretty much everybody else. Jesus considers everybody our neighbor, that we should love and care about everybody. So I've got you and me and everybody else. Do you think that together all 3 of these could make the flashlight work? Right? You know the answer, right? The answer is yes. Now my flashlight is working. The reason I wanted to use this example, and sometimes we even say that Jesus is the light of the world, and so that's part of the reason I wanted to use this flashlight example, because it's an easy one to remember. But the thing is, when Jesus talks about this vineyard and people going out into working in it, it's not that one person can do all the work. Even if one of those sons went and worked all day and all night and every single day, he couldn't do it all by himself. Both sons needed to go. The father probably needed to go. All the other people working in the vineyard, they all had to come together to do the work. And that's Jesus' point in this parable, is it's not about just pretending like you might want to go or maybe showing up sometimes. It's that we all have to do the work together. All right, that's my message for you today.